Welcome to Seattle by Sarah. On this episode, we're going to one of my favorite places in Pioneer Square, the Intrigue Chocolate Company. We're gonna go behind the scenes and into the kitchen to learn about how they make their chocolates, and then we're gonna head over to their retail shop on Occidental and Jackson to sample a few more flavors and learn more about what's in store for this Northwest Chocolate Company. Let's head on inside and see what Aaron and the crew are whipping up. Let's go. So Intrigue Chocolate's entire operation, retail shop and production, used to happen on the second floor of this building in Pioneer Square, and it was kind of a secret. But they've recently opened up a brand new retail shop, which is where we're gonna visit after we have made a batch of chocolates. And here we are. Let's ring this bell.
Hello, Sarah. Welcome to our chocolate lab.
Thank you. We're so excited to be here.
I'm excited to have you.
Oh, this is awesome. So I know I need to put a hairnet on, and I will live with that. But introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about where we are and what we're doing.
Absolutely. Hi, I'm Aaron Bartle. I'm the founder and chocolatier of Intrigue Chocolate Company. I've been around since 2006, and we've been in this kitchen for about 5 years. And for, well, 4.5, 5 of those years, it was also our retail space. Now we've opened a new shop just a few blocks away. But now we do full-time production here and all things back and forth in coolers.
So, what are we gonna make today?
We are going to make a molasses and sea salt dark chocolate truffle. Simple ganache, it's fresh cream, dark chocolate, these simple ingredients. I'll walk you through step by step how I work, and you get to taste a little bit at the end too.
Woohoo! Okay, what are you making today? This is
You're totally rocking the hairnet.
I'm sure that that is not true. Oh my gosh. Okay, so tell me how you do this.
So today I'm going to be making a molasses and sea salt truffle.
Yum.
And it's really very easy. Takes a little while.
Looks sticky. But a familiar ingredient, I have that molasses in my own kitchen.
That was the inspiration for this flavor of truffle. My mom used to make warm molasses milk every winter for us.
Oh, cool.
You know, if you think about that flavor of molasses, it's just a nostalgic flavor.
Totally. So that looks like salt.
Yeah, this is Italian sea salt. And the only reason I'm crushing these large crystals up is because I'm not necessarily going to heat this one very long. I don't need to cook anything. I'm just dissolving. So I want the crystals to dissolve faster, more surface area.
This is awesome.
So I just weighed out the cream here too. And I use 40% minimum butterfat heavy cream.
That sounds really good.
And there's only one ingredient. There's only one ingredient on that list. Cream.
Cream. Awesome. Moving down the line.
Moving down the line. Yeah, I kind of set it up very
Perfect.
Henry Ford. So I've got my trusty induction burner here, nice cast iron pot. And I'm just, I didn't stir in the molasses and the sea salt because I actually want to heat them more than I want to heat the cream.
Oh, okay.
So I'm leaving them on the bottom until they get hot enough to dissolve into the cream faster. It's getting hot already.
Cast iron pot. That looks like something I should have.
Enameled cast iron, it is the way to go.
I don't know why, but I feel like it would just look good on a shelf.
It does.
Yeah. So no salt or no sugar.
No, I don't add any more refined sugar than is in the dark chocolate I start with.
Awesome.
Of course, this has molasses in it, which is quite sweet.
Right.
But molasses is more about the intensity of the flavor than it is the sweetness.
Okay.
The next thing I'm doing, and you can come over here for this again. Just make sure you don't brush up against anything. This is one step I can't pull out to the front table. So this is my vat of molten chocolate. Now the great thing about the induction burner here is that I can set it to essentially body temperature, which is where chocolate melts.
Okay.
I don't want to heat the chocolate, I just want to keep it melted.
OMG. Drinkable. It just looks drinkable.
Not for very long. Flat whisk is great because we don't actually want to incorporate air into the chocolate.
Oh. So you're not like whipping it.
Right. If you think about a balloon whisk, your standard whisk, it's
Yeah.
designed to incorporate air.
Okay, right. That would make sense.
So I use it for doing
not.
whipped cream. Yeah. As I'm running this through the chocolate, I can actually see what isn't melted yet.
Wow.
And it's going to look silky smooth in a little bit here. I turned off the burner because I could feel the temperature of the bowl. It's perfect.
Yes. I'll take his. Oh. Okay. Wow.
Yeah, so that's the molasses and sea salt.
That's delicious and creamy, and I love it. And I want to drink it, which makes me really excited for tomorrow when I can, except it will taste different. On the first Thursday of every single month, Aaron takes all of the different flavors that he's made. You can go for it. And he melts down all of the samples from like 20 different flavors, if not more. Writes them all down, melts down all of the samples with extra cream and turns it into a drinking chocolate. And they serve it at their retail shop on the first Thursday of every month. And it's called Hot Zombie, and it's my favorite day of the month.
It's pretty awesome. You got to come by for that evening because you only do it between 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. on that Thursday.
But go at 6 p.m. so that you can make sure to get it.
Right, so there's still some there.
Now that there are hundreds of people that know about this, and probably like at least a dozen more for Seattle by Sarah. Oh, the familiar shape.
That's right. These silicone molds.
So this, I'm trying to count. It makes
54.
54. Yeah. Wow.
So I use 6 of these molds per flavor to make the 324 in a batch. And then, like I said, I get 8 truffle bars, usually. This one will make 10 because of the molasses. And then about a half pound of samples.
This looks really satisfying.
So now I'm knocking out the air bubbles.
Okay.
I don't want bubbles in the corners. I'd rather have them be perfect squares. You know, it is handmade, so there's a limit to the amount of perfection we can do. That's all right. I don't normally go for perfection. I go for the exploration.
Those are going to be the least air bubbly truffles. What is happening?
That is the investment vibrator. It's supposed to invest the chocolate into the corners.
Oh, okay. How
So
long does it
the
stay
big
on
ones,
there?
like I pound it to get the big ones out.
Okay.
And then it's just supposed to help shake any looser, smaller ones to the surface.
Okay. So is Justin wrapping the ones that you just made today, or is that yesterday?
He's wrapping ones that I made last week. We prefer to let them
Okay.
cure for a few days, and then he hand wraps each one.
Oh, cool.
And then we go back and hand sticker each one.
Awesome. Okay, so we are gonna let Aaron get started on the licorice root flavor. We're gonna go have lunch, and then we're going to rendezvous over at the retail shop, which is just a couple of blocks away, and do a sampling of the flavors that they have right now and learn a little bit more about their new shop. So thanks for letting us watch your process. This has been really, really fun.
Oh, thank you. It was fun to share.
Okay, we'll see you in an hour or so.
Sounds good.
Okay, so we're standing out in front of Intrigue Chocolate's new retail storefront, which they just opened up about 6 months ago. We took a little break, had a quick bite to eat at Salumi, which is a must visit for anyone who's in Pioneer Square. So we're gonna head on in and try the chocolate truffle tasting with Aaron and learn a little bit more about the history of the company and where they're going forward next. Let's go.
Hi.
Hi.
Welcome, welcome.
Nice to see you again.
You found us all right? And it's
Just fine.
Such a long walk.
Yes, it's been quite a journey to get ourselves back over here. Wildly convenient though, because my work's right in between, so
Excellent.
perfect.
Can I wet your palate with a little tea?
Yes, absolutely.
Awesome. So I have brewed up a little cacao hull tea with a little maple sugar. So since we have access to really good cacao beans, when we crack and winnow, rather than discarding, we set that aside for making tea.
For making things.
Exactly. Now this is kind of awesome.
Let's find out. Oh, It tastes like
It smells like chocolate.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's none of that richness.
It tastes like the smell of chocolate.
Yeah, well, yes. Okay, so now you need some chocolate to go with your
All right.
Your tea. So the best way to do a pairing, to do a paired tasting flight, is to take a sip of your beverage.
All right.
And then put the chocolate on your tongue. Just let it melt. Give it 5 to 10 seconds, and then taste the beverage again. Right.
Okay.
So we're starting off with spiced cider. So that is apple cider, true cinnamon, dried ginger, and dried orange peel. So
I love it.
It's not super strong, right? It's clearly not a flavoring. It's actual. It's a lot of apple cider cooked down into a syrup, and then we, just, as you saw earlier, we add the flavors to the cream.
It's really good.
Yeah. Okay. Now take a sip of that.
Okay.
Because, in this case, the heat is going to make the flavors, right?
Something literally just happened.
Yeah. I don't want to say explode. That sounds violent, but
it's
there's
like a little, burst.
a dramatic
all
release
of
of more flavor.
Yeah, totally. Does it happen with everyone, or is that just a special?
Well, let's try it with everyone. We'll
All
see.
right.
And this is the Manhattan. It's the Mediterranean Bay or Turkish Bay, Parmigiano Reggiano.
As in the cheese.
As in the cheese. This is a Pinot Noir grappa from the Clear Creek Distillery in Portland.
Okay.
We tried several other grappas over the years. Muscat grappa, which is nice, but it didn't have a distinctive quality. This one, when you taste it, it tastes like a dark grape, right? Like you might not be able to say Pinot Noir, but you'd say, this is a red grape.
So how long have you been open in this spot?
We've been open since the end of May 2015.
Okay.
It was a pretty intense process going through funding. We explored our traditional funding avenues first, looking at the bank, but we didn't actually need that much to build it out. I mean, it's a lot of money for us, but it's not a lot of money as far as the banks are concerned.
Right.
And we had made some cool connection with someone at the hub, Rachel from Community Source Capital. She's a great go-getter, making contacts in the community. So it was natural for us to reach out to them again and find out more about that program, and it was a huge success for us.
I love that story. I think it's just so cool because you have that evolution and you have that starting place, and then you know what it's turned into. And if you look around, it's like so beautiful.
And my mom gets chocolate every month, so she's happy.
I'm sure she is. Well, thank you so much for spending the day with us.
My pleasure.
It's been so fun to learn about the company, obviously, a little bit more in depth than our just regular run-ins get to be, but also to actually watch you make your craft, which is so cool. So,
and of course, tasting chocolate.
And of course, tasting chocolate is not a bad way to spend the day. So I would encourage anybody who is down in Pioneer Square to come and have this wonderful chocolate tasting experience at Intrigue's new storefront, and of course to grab some of this crazy strong cold brew foamy coffee, which makes for a perfect afternoon break. So thanks again, Aaron, I really appreciate it. And I will see you very soon. Thanks. Let's go. So ends our day at Intrigue Chocolates. It's been so much fun being in the kitchen with Aaron, watching him actually make the chocolates, and then heading over just a few blocks to the new storefront on Occidental and Jackson in Pioneer Square. They are open every weekday from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. and make sure to swing by on a Thursday between 6 and 8. You never know what kind of surprise and delights Aaron will have concocted in their kitchen. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Seattle by Sarah. We'll see you around town.
I'm just a coward when it comes to love.